God's signature is hiding in the periodic table of elements. Most people who study it only see the scientific surface layer, and for years, so did I. I had the science figured out, but my spiritual life still felt like it was going through the motion. Today, you're going to discover the hidden staircase I've decoded in the Torah's atomic architecture that I first noticed while defending my PhD in astrophysics. The Torah encoded the answer in the exact metals it lists for the Mishkan, over 3,000 years before chemistry caught up. And that glowing Hebrew word inside the gold nugget in the thumbnail, that's how your religious life transforms. I'm Dr. Yosef Wolf, and my mission is to uncover reality's blueprint by revealing how the physical is rooted in the spiritual. Think about this. A silver ring on your nightstand slowly blackens over months. A gold ring buried for 3,000 years comes out shining. Same chemical family. So what makes one eternal while the other tarnishes? I remember sitting in a lecture, staring at the periodic table, feeling nothing. Rows and columns, brilliant, yet completely hollow. If this was such an achievement of human knowledge about chemistry, why did it feel like reading a phone book, missing the person on the other end? And that's when I found the glitch in the periodic table. 1997, New Zealand. Theoretical chemist Peter Schwerdtfeger hunches over his keyboard, adjusting parameters on a relativistic simulation. Why does gold look golden? Not yellow like sulfur, that warm, deep shimmer. He hits enter. The numbers stop him cold. Gold's nucleus is so massive, 79 protons, that it yanks its innermost electrons to 58% of the speed of light. At those velocities, Einstein's relativity kicks in. The electrons gain mass and squeeze the outer shell inward. The atom seals itself shut. Silver, only 47 protons. Its electrons never reach those speeds. The shell stays open. Oxygen seeps in. Tarnish. Decay. The difference between an atom that lasts forever and one that corrodes? Exactly 32 protons. In Hebrew, 32 is the gematria of lathe. That's the secret hiding inside the gold nugget in the thumbnail. And we're just getting started. The Torah listed these metals in this exact sequence thousands of years before anyone dreamed of a periodic table. From every person whose heart motivates him to give, gold, silver, and copper. The reason I'm telling you this is because that verse isn't just listing donation materials. It's encoding the atomic architecture of spiritual performance. And on that note, if you want to get a sneak peek of my new Torah and Science book before the Big Bang, sign up for my free newsletter. Those who subscribe before the launch will get a 10% discount code personally emailed to them. The link is in a pinned comment under the subscribe button. Okay, here are the 3 clues. Clue number 1, the gold standard. The Torah commands Bezalel to coat the Aron in gold inside and out. The Talmud cuts deep. A scholar whose inside doesn't match his outside is not a true Talmid Chacham. The Mitteler Rebbe teaches that silver, kesef, shares its root with longing, נכספתה, a cooler yearning from a distance. Gold, zahav, shares its root with radiance, zohar. Fiery love so intense it contracts the ego, making the person immune to spiritual corrosion. A silver Jew loves God, but he can still tarnish. A gold Jew generates such internal velocity that decay cannot latch on. Schwerdtfeger's electrons did the same thing. At 58% the speed of light, relativity seals the atoms shut. Intensity of the heart is what makes you permanent. But if the heart is the difference between gold and silver, what else is hiding in this chemical family? We're about to climb a staircase hidden in plain sight for 3 millennia. And when you see where it leads, the periodic table will never look the same. Clue number 2, the hidden ladder. Gold and silver belong to group 11 on the periodic table. 4 elements. The numbers between them are impossible to ignore. Copper, 29 protons. Silver, 47. The gap? 18. The gematria of chai, life. Silver to gold, 47 to 79. The gap? 32. You guessed it, lave, heart. Life gets you to silver, but only heart reaches gold. Now look at the bottom. Element 111. Rentgenium. The gematria of Aleph, the letter of divine oneness, if it's spelled out. 1 for Aleph, plus 30 for Lamed, plus 80 for Fe. Exactly 111. But element 111 cannot survive before decaying. Isotope 281 has a half-life of 26 seconds. The gematria of Hashem's 4-letter name. This universe cannot hold undiluted oneness. It flashes for exactly the duration encoded in God's name, and then vanishes. But if pure oneness can only flash for 26 seconds, is there a structure designed to hold it? Clue number 3, the vessel. The Ramban teaches that the Mishkan condensed the revelation of Mount Sinai into permanent physical form. Sinai was the flash. The Mishkan was the vessel designed to hold it. And look what God commands for building it. The exact metals of group 11, gold, silver, copper. The same staircase, the same spiritual physics, now given a physical home. Do you see how the pieces are coming together? Clue 1, gold's permanence comes from fire-like intensity, the heart that seals the atom shut. Clue number 2, a hidden staircase from life to heart to oneness, encoded in the proton counts that match the Torah's gematria. And finally, clue number 3, the Mishkan was designed to hold the oneness this universe can't contain, built from the very metals of that staircase. Do you think you could find the convergence yourself? Pause the video for a minute to see if you can figure it out. Science got one thing right. The periodic table organizes matter by structure, but it missed the signature woven through that structure. Gold's permanence comes from speed. Electrons spinning so fast, they seal the atoms shut. The Mitteler Rebbe taught the identical principle about spiritual performance. Fiery love spinning with such intensity that the ego contracts and becomes immune to decay. Same mechanism, different context. Group 11 is a spiritual ladder with oneness built into its number, in addition to proton counts matching Torah's gematria at every rung. Element 111 reveals the ceiling. This world can't yet hold the full revelation. That's why the Mishkan exists. That's why every mitzvah matters. You're not performing rituals, you're building the vessel that extends those 26 seconds into eternity. That glowing word in the thumbnail, lave, heart. The 32 protons separating permanence from decay. Every time you hold a coin for tzedakah, you're holding kesef, silver, longing. Give it with the coldness and it tarnishes. Give it with the fire of zahav, with lave, and you upgrade the vessel from corrosion into eternity. I used to stare at the periodic table and see dead information. That hollowness wasn't a flaw in the chart. It was a flaw in my lens. The signature was always there. So I have a challenge for you. Comment below with one mitzvah you've been doing on autopilot. One silver level act that you're ready to upgrade to gold. If you hesitate to do this, how likely are you to evoke true change? This isn't just about the channel, it's about whether you can take the first step. The Lubavitcher paraphrased, Ikar, study is not the main thing, rather, action is. The Rambam taught that character transforms through action, not thought. Too intimidated to comment? Just click on like or subscribe. Let that small action be the first proton that increases your velocity. That gold in the thumbnail, it's not just a metal, it's a blueprint. The same 32 proton gap that makes gold eternal is the heart that makes your mitzvah eternal. Once enough of us build vessels with that intensity, the 26 seconds of element 111 won't flicker and vanish. Hashem's oneness will fill the world permanently. The periodic table was never just science, it was always encoded love. And now you have the right alphabet to decode it. To uncover an entirely new way of looking at artificial intelligence through the lens of Torah, click here to see how you are a neuron in Hashem's neural network. And if you want to unpack the true reality of nature as understood through a holographic lens, click here. To dedicate or sponsor one of these classes, click on the link in the description. Thank you for partnering with me as we uncover reality's blueprint together.